Hey guys, we're at Wednesday again. Welcome back to the vlog. Let's get out and about and see what we can find to do. And shameless plug here, I am sporting my campaign lapel pendant for my son there and spying his signs about town as well. He is running and God willing will be elected. We arrived at the first of 3 United supermarkets that I'm going to go to today, and I took some footage here of this particular product because I want you to see what it says. That is not dishwashing liquid, y'all. That is hand washing soap. Read the label. It pays to read. They changed it up on you, and I know I saw someone's video a little bit a while talking about that, and it's true. It is so true. That is not dishwashing liquid. That is hand washing soap. But anywho, y'all, it is a nice misty, rainy, gray day. I love it. It has all the fall feels and wintertime feels that Debby Bubbles loves because she is a little wackadoodle, you know. So I love this. It can be depressing after a while, I'm sure, maybe, but I'm loving it. Now, as I speed about town, I'm not really speeding, y'all. I'm really not. Trust me, I'm not. You still see the signs of our snow from, 2-3 weeks ago now? It's still trying to hang on out here. We hadn't warmed up too much, and that's kind of average, typical, whatever. But, y'all, we're about to pull up on actually the 3rd United supermarket that I went to today here in just a bit. So, here goes nothing. There it is. There it is. And here I come. I came, I saw, I bought, and now I'm going to meander my way back out the store, through the parking lot, to my vehicle, and then we're going to head who knows where. So what are y'all up to on this hump day, Wednesday? I had no plan but to go to a few Uniteds, and I've accomplished that, so I think I'm going to head on home and take care of these items I purchased. So come on with me. All right, y'all, back at home. Time to clean our meat. Today's meat is lamb chops. That is what we're working with today. So we're gonna get these cleaned up, repackaged, and put in the freezer. Now, once we have the meat washed up good and removed as much bone meal as we can find to remove, I then go ahead and pat each piece dry, as dry as we can, you know, before putting it inside of our Ziploc bags to freeze. In which, when we freeze them, we want to squeeze out all the excess air from our meat, from our bag anyway, and then label it if we need to label it, and set it and forget it in the freezer. And there are 7 little lamb chops in the bag. I'm gonna get those sealed up and put away. And of course, I'm double bagging just to be a little more protective of the meat in the freezer. It probably won't be there very long, but still, I want to make sure that it doesn't get freezer burned or anything else. All right, so that is ready to freeze. We're gonna move on next to our pig's tails. And yes, for any inquiring minds, I do clean out the sink between each meat prep. So I purchased pig's tails as well. A lot of people, I'm told, use these to season greens and beans and a variety of things. I'm not doing that. I'm going to use them to feed my spouse. He likes pig's tails and pig's feet and hog maw and all that stuff. And so when he's home, this is something that he will enjoy. So I picked these up today to prepare for him. Now, these are frozen, but I'm gonna go ahead and wash them up anyway and then repackage them. I might go ahead and put these on sooner than later. I'm filming this mainly because my best friend said, hey, I don't know what pig's tails look like, so whenever you get ready to do anything with them, show them to me. So, Tanya, here you go. I'm showing you the pig's tails. No, they don't look like the little squiggly thing that you're seeing on the pig when it's running around. It's they're straightened out. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, they're just long little cylinders of the pig's tail, and they're quite meaty. If you've had neck bones, they taste like a cross between neck bones and ham to me. I got choked up. Between neck bones and ham. I don't know. They taste okay. Now, they're still gelatinous, and the skin, of course, that I won't eat, but I have had some of the meat off of these whenever I make them for him, and it's good. It's porky, and it's good. Just not my thing. So there are our pig's tails. Now, they come frozen. I hadn't seen them here in the store that I get them from. I hadn't seen them, wiping up as I go. I haven't seen them in the fresh or defrosted version. They're typically in the freezer department or in the produce department. Not the produce department. I know it's meat, y'all. Not the produce, you know what I'm saying. They're always frozen, so this is what they look like. And then it's time to set about the business of cleaning and sanitizing our sinks and in the work area as well. So here in a disposable pan, I have one of those pork steaks that I purchased today. I don't know if I showed that to you or not, but I purchased that during a shopping trip today. Came home, cleaned up stuff, and I kept one of the pork steaks out here for tonight. So that is in this pan, seasoned up with a little bit of my usuals, a little bit of onion and bell pepper as well. I'm gonna cover it with foil. I've added a little bit of water, a tad of water. It's gonna release a nice amount of oil itself, but I'm gonna cover it with foil, put it in the oven on 350 because I'm in no hurry for it to be ready. Just gonna let it do its thing and cook slowly. I've got some other projects I'm working on here in the house and something I need to handle for my son as well. So gonna work on those things, and then I'll come back, and just before this is done, or when it's done, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some of those yellow potatoes, the mini yellow potatoes that I have. I'm gonna use some of those yellow potatoes, yellow squash, and zucchini, and make a little side to go along with the pork steak. So y'all keep watching. I'm gonna try and have this up before close of business today. So we'll see. Here goes nothing. Now y'all, I have a lot of things out, so I'm just gonna use the stovetop to show you what I'm gonna continue cooking with. I have one zucchini. I'm gonna use one small yellow squash there. Probably about 4 or so of these mini gold potatoes that I have here. Let's see, there's 3. You know what? I don't know. We'll go ahead and do 4. 4 of the potatoes. And I'm going to use these mushrooms because I need to use them. And we're going to make a side dish with those along with some onion. We're going to add some onion, of course, to this as well. So keep watching. I'll show you that side dish here in a moment. I've got to clean a window real quick and take care of some window ledge styling. So give me a moment. I'm trying to really show you my neighbor's stuff, but I didn't think about that. Anyway, I'm going to clean the window. That's what we're going to do here. Okay. Spray. No, that's not my window screen on the ground. That came from across the way at the house next to y'all. Know I'm up on the ladder, which I'm not supposed to be, so hang on. I've cleaned the window, but this ledge, I need to paint it. I'm gonna go see if I have paint that I can use on there, because whatever they paint it with, as you see, it is up. It is, I'm thinking of something water-based, and they probably should have used an oil-based or a, I don't know what they use. It's just not good because the paint is peeled, so I want to fix it. Well, if you know me, you already know I'm not a white paint girl, so it was either going to be black or Rug Bronze paint. So I found a few matte white crafting paint, this apple barrel paint from Dollar Tree. And that is what I used to do just a little touch-up job with a napkin of painting the windowsill temporarily. Y'all, I'm laughing at myself, you know. I think I'm gonna come back with something waterproof later and fix it, but for now, that's what I'm using. Again, y'all, sorry about the background. Y'all are seeing the neighbors' stuff there. Yeah. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna pick back up where I stopped on making dinner for tonight. When I tell you that every counter is being used right now for something, it is, because I have too many projects going at once. So I'm over here at the stovetop. Got half of my produce here on the stovetop. I have a pot on the back burner getting ready to boil for some water for tea. And here's my pan. We're gonna saute and steam the veggies to go with tonight's meal. I'm gonna start off by chopping a little bit of onion to go in the skillet first and foremost. Oh, and I located the box that contained these produce keepers here, so I think I'm gonna finally use them, one of them today. I've done a primitive chop of our onion here, or some of the onion. Put it on in the skillet and let it start sauteing, and then we're gonna go ahead and start chopping the potatoes and then the squash. I changed my mind and went with 3 of the mini potatoes there, 1 of the squash, and the zucchini. Zucchini, some of this is gonna get cut away, and yeah. I halved and then cut thin slices of the mini potatoes, which we're gonna add to the onions that are over here. I need to give those a stir, so give me just one moment. All right, my tea, or my water for my tea is ready. And here I have those onions. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt in here and let them start kind of getting a little color to them, and then I will go in with the potatoes. Salt. All right, next we're going in with our potatoes, and we're gonna let those cook just a little bit, and then I'll start slicing up the squash and then add it to that pan. Now the squash to me is a little more dense than the zucchini, so I'm gonna add the squash after I slice it up. I'm gonna add it next, and then third I will add in, or lastly I will add in the zucchini. So y'all, I added in a few tablespoons of water to kind of help the potatoes cook a little faster. I have my yellow summer squash right there ready to go, as well as my zucchini here. So y'all, I'm going in with the uplifting double bergamot Earl Grey tea today. I used the Twinings, I think it was, regular Earl Grey tea. It's great, it's a great cup of tea, but I need something stronger. I love the bergamot, and so I'm trying this out. So I'll let you know how this is when I make my London fog today. All right, y'all, there are potatoes and onions. I'm gonna use some of our complete seasoning there, and also a little more pepper than what's inside of the seasoning. And I'm going to now come in with the squash. I'll be adding butter, but I was trying to hold off because, you know, butter will burn pretty quickly, and I want to get most of this cooked most of the way through before I go in with my butter and hit it. It is smelling so wonderful in this house. It's fragrant. That complete seasoning, I'll show you the label. Look for it. It is really good. It has the best flavor and an amazing scent as well. It's good. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and do that tea, and I'll be back to the cooking in a moment. Okay, so I normally use 2 to 3 tea bags inside of my cup. I'm gonna go with just 1 since I'm trying out this bergamot for the first time, this double bergamot for the first time. I'm gonna make it make my London fog using 1 tea bag this time, and then we'll see where we need to go or how we need to adjust it from here. So there's 1 tea bag. All right, and I'm gonna try and do this with one hand. I'm gonna add my boiling water to that 1 tea bag there. We're gonna do about close to 8 ounces of water. And I'm gonna let that steep, and then while my London fog tea, while my tea steeps, I'm gonna go ahead and get my zucchini going. Y'all bear with me, you know I film typically using my phone, and it's in one hand, and I'm using the other hand, so yes, I have a tripod. There's actually one behind me here in the kitchen, but why am I not using it? Well, do we even need to go there? Okay, y'all, so we have our veggies going. I'm going to now come in with my lid and let it steam a little bit. All right, y'all, so I'm uncovering, and I'm gonna give it another stir. I was in it a moment ago stirring. I'm gonna give it another stir here and let the liquids cook down a little bit more. Then I will add my mushrooms and hit it with a little butter. Y'all are gonna wish you were here with me because it's smelling so good in here. It's gonna be tasty. I wish I had smell-o-vision for you so you can see. Hang on, I can only do this with 2. I have to use 2 hands, so hang on a second. All right, Bubblies, we're back in the kitchen. I have one of those onion keepers or veggie keepers. I put an onion in there. We're gonna put this in the refrigerator. Now, my battery died when I was filming, and so I wasn't able to finish talking about this tea. It was good. I did use just the 1 tea bag. I still have it in there, continuing to do what it does because I love it. It's a hit. I'll show you exactly how I make my for real London fogs one day using my half and all that, but not today because again the camera died before I could do as much as I wanted. So we're gonna head back over, finish up the side dish, and get our pork steak out because it's almost dinner time. I checked on our pork steak and it is ready. Basically, I put it in the broiler, just need a little more brown and to render a tad bit with that. I am going in now with those mushrooms as you see. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter and salt. So y'all, there's our pork steak, and next to it, I'm gonna come in with a nice good-sized serving of the veggies. Well, y'all, when the hubby's away, the wife gets to play, so to speak, and I get to partake of mushrooms, which my husband is allergic to. So I'm gonna get myself set up and we're gonna go eat. All right, y'all, so I have my pork steak with the bone that is just coming on up out of there, my mixture of summer squash, zucchini, onions, mini yellow potatoes, and mushrooms sauteed with a little bit of butter, and my Sprite. So let's go sit down and eat.